You think these four were happy to make that phone call? You know what? To say this draft was different from all the others would really be an understatement. Depending on how old you are, it either looked like the opening of the Brady Bunch or it was an entertaining version of one of your work Zoom meetings. And now that it's all over, Cards general manager Steve Keim is talking about it all with Cameron Cox.
Steve, we'll start with this. I know your kids were pretty hard on you leading up to the draft. They had their own mock drafts. How did theirs pan out compared to what you actually did? And then what do they think of the job you did in the draft?
I haven't gotten my final grades yet, but I'm sure, here, once I'm done with this interview, I'll get some feedback from them. But I think so far they're pretty pleased with the selections.
That you followed your board probably more so than most years. How do you see a lot of these guys fitting in with this roster?
We couldn't be more excited about a player than we are with Isaiah Simmons. You look at Josh, and he's a guy that can play right tackle, left tackle. He's got a lot of positional versatility as well. The two defensive linemen are guys that are alpha males, are tough guys. They like to get their hands dirty. And then, you talk about a tackling machine. So he's all over the place. He's instinctive and very, very confident in his ability. And then, the Eno Benjamin pick to me was really exciting.
Eno is the first Sun Devil the Cardinals have taken since Pat Tillman, coincidentally in the 7th round back in 1998. We were talking earlier how much Arizona means to you. Does that kind of give you chills hearing that? And I know you're wearing that Pat Tillman jersey earlier in the week.
Yeah, that was what it was. I mean, I said a little bit yesterday about Cliff teaching me how to sort of interchannel or whatever it's called, the universes type thing. And the cool thing about it is I was here when Pat Tillman was here. So I had an opportunity to know him. It's really cool to take a guy from Arizona State. I think that early on in the process, he's a guy that can jump in and can get his feet wet and do a number of things for us.
Steve, it's no secret what this roster needed 2 off seasons ago. How much pressure was that? Do you thrive under that pressure? And then to see it come to fruition, it's got to be a little emotional, right?
We had some tough times here, having to push the reset button. But feel like we've done some good things, that we're getting back on track. But the work is still ahead of us. We still have a number of things we have to do, and we have to put our best foot forward and continue to make sound decisions.
So point blank, I'm going to ask you, what are the expectations when you look at this roster right now? I know it's early, way too early, but what are your expectations right now when you look at the paper?
Just to win. That's all our fans want. That's all I want. That's all our organization wants to do. It's been disappointing to me as well. I just want to be able to put a product on the field that our fans are extremely proud of, and something this community can get behind.
Moving forward, what do the next couple months look like for the Cardinals? I know you guys are going to start virtual Zoom meetings soon. There's talk of virtual workouts, so it doesn't look like minicamp OTAs are going to happen. So what do the next couple of months look like leading up to training camp?
I think it's just making sure that we're monitoring the situation and keeping everybody safe. I know this on Monday, I'm going to get my big butt back in shape and start working out again. So we all got to get back on track at some point.
I'll get you out of here on this. You mentioned what fans have told you before the draft. What do you think fans are going to say to you now? And then are all Christmas office parties, future staff meetings at Cliff's house from now on?
I'll answer that one first. Everything moving forward is at Cliff's house. As far as what are fans saying to me, it's all about me trying to do the best I can to make them proud. And as long as I can do that, that's all I care about.